I present myself or?
예, 내가 이제 한국말로 예, 여기는 울릉크루즈입니다. 우리 울릉크루즈에서 스위스에서 온 스위스아가씨 조이를 만났습니다. And then we met Joy. Then tell me about yourself to our audience.
Yeah, I'm Zoe. I'm visiting South Korea right now on my own. I met him. Kay, and he wanted to talk with me, or he started, and we have a great time.
Yeah, we have a good time. That I speak English for 10 years. I haven't speak English for 10 years, and I met a foreign friend who traveled alone by the Ul릉도. How can be that possible that you? What makes you come to Ul릉도?
I saw on the internet a woman talking about it.
Yeah.
I think she's American, but she's married to a South Korean.
Yeah.
And she said she really loved it. So, and there were some photos, and I thought, oh, it's really pretty. So I tried to find possibility to come. It's not that easy when you don't speak Korean.
It's not that easy to. Nobody's speaking English in Ul릉도.
Also, the website of the ferry is in Korean.
Yeah.
But here I am, so I did manage.
So
somehow.
you come last night
Yes, and I stayed one night in a hotel.
in Ul릉도,
Yes.
and then you stay in the Ul릉do, and it's like 2 days and 2 nights and 3. No,
Yes, 2 nights, 2.5
it takes
days.
3 days. No,
Yes.
actually, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So how do you feel about Ul릉도?
I really like the landscape and how like steep the cliffs are. They're falling into the sea. It's really scenic in my opinion. Yesterday was quite rainy, but
I actually stayed in the sheets.
oh, you didn't leave.
I lived for a couple of minutes around
Okay,
there,
okay.
so actually I haven't seen anything. I have
You
no
should
idea.
have, it's pretty.
I should have, but this is my business trip, so
You have to come back for your vacation.
I'll be back like Terminator.
Exactly. No, it's pretty to do some hikes. Nature is really nice.
Nature is really nice.
Yeah.
I look sinners, but it's beautiful. I live in a kind of a small city, but this is like
No, it's
natural.
completely different. I mean, I've only been to Seoul before, so I'm only in South Korea since 1 week, but I'm staying on another 3 weeks.
Yeah, don't look at me. Look at cameras.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like there. So where have you been in Korea?
Until now, I've been in Seoul. I stayed close to
So
Hapyeong Station.
Hapyeong Station.
Yeah, close to there I stayed. Now I was here in Ul릉도. Then I'm going to what do you say, Gwangju?
Wanju.
Gwangju. Then Busan, Jeju. Your town? I forgot the name.
Wanju.
Gwangju.
Yeah.
And-
You've been Jeju.
I want to. In like next week.
So it costs a lot, you know. How much money to take this whole trip in Korea now? What can you make money? How can you make money?
I stay in hostels, so it's shared rooms.
Okay.
That's not that expensive. It's around, I think, 20,000 won a night, about a hostel. So I feel it's not that bad, but I'm from Switzerland, so that's my advantage.
Yeah, Switzerland is an expensive place.
Exactly. So it doesn't feel so expensive for me here.
Yeah, you feel it's like kind of advanced country people came to the low price inferior country.
Yeah, yes.
Cheaper.
No, but it's not inferior. I wouldn't say that South Korea.
We do that in East Asia.
Yeah.
Very cheap. They are underdeveloped countries.
Yeah, Vietnam, Laos,
Yeah,
Bali.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Do
I mean,
you feel that, oh, it's cheap?
if you go,
Yeah, if I go. If I go to Switzerland, that's crazy.
it's
So,
expensive.
when I was in the United States,
Uh-huh.
in the night, everybody sleeps. I was suffering from insomnia. I go to buy a lighter, lighter. Lighter is cost in 10 cents in China. The low
Yeah, yeah.
price, 10 cents. In Korea, 50 cents in Korea.
Yeah.
And I go to the United States and I'm going to buy a lighter. They said $3. $3. So, what? I was shocked. What? And then he said $2. They're great leap off. No, that's like
Yeah, it's
leap
the
off.
difference of
Yeah. That's but
life is more expensive, but you also earn more.
yeah.
Like in Switzerland, life is as expensive for me as life in Korea is for you. It's just when I go to Korea, it gets cheap.
The price is expensive, but your salary is like higher
Exactly,
than here.
exactly. So as long as I stay in Switzerland, it's normal. But when I leave, I feel like everything.
How do you feel still so far? How do you feel in Korea so far? Like they are not like movies, not like
No,
drama.
no, it's not like the drama.
Yeah,
I like the dramas, but it's fake, of course.
This is fake. It's
Um,
light. No.
Yeah. No, but I feel like it's an interesting mix between like the traditional and the modern life. Like if you go to cafes, you will always order things on the screen. It's very digital, but then you will find some old houses and the palaces. And it's like a big contrast between tradition and modern, and all the skyscrapers.
It's a little bit similar with your countries, like many countries between the strong countries was invaded. We still the same situations like China, Japan, and Russia, and North Korea. We're still suffering from the conflict of the war, something like that.
The war of the past. Or-
Still, we are threatened by the war. The North Korea still make nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
The Japanese we don't like. Chinese we don't like. We
But
hate.
I think now you have a contract because of Trump. Now you have. You work
No,
with
we
them.
still.
No, I thought China, Japan, and South Korea.
They are legally. They are on the official. No, we still don't like.
Because of history.
We still hate each other. Chinese hate Korea. Korea hate China and Japan. Japan is we invaded.
Yeah.
China's invaded it. Yeah, so we don't
history,
like.
yeah. Due to history, you're.
Yeah, our goal is survival, not like that.
Yeah.
So it's almost 20 days left your journey. So you make us some videos.
Well, yeah, videos, photos, send it to friends to have some memories from the trip. Yeah, I mean, until now I like it. It's interesting.
we're
It's
kinda-
very different to my place. So I'm glad to be here.
The sceneries that you saw the first time.
On the boat?
Yeah, I mean the scenery you right now. I'm the first. I've never been here before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so you're in the same
Yeah. In the same boat.
same boat and same situation.
Yeah.
This is the first time I saw this view and the ships. So
The huge ocean in front, nothing but water.
and then when you go to Wanju and there are try to show you the places. The Korea is very traditional, historical place, historical country.
Yeah.
We have many,
There's a lot that has happened.
many,
Here.
many kingdoms and many.
Yeah, and your history with like Japan and with the Korean War and democracy manifestation. A lot has happened.
Yeah, you study a lot. Some part of that you know more than me, I guess.
I
We
like
didn't
history.
see.
I like history. It's interesting.
I like history too. When you see the future, you have to learn the history.
Yeah.
But history is almost lying, you know?
Why?
The survivors, the victory write the history.
Of course. Yeah.
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 And then the defeated people, they have a chance to write.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
all die.
The victims. Yeah, you don't know how victims
Yeah,
feel.
what exactly happened? You don't know. You never know
No,
what.
no.
But we can guess, learning from the past. So, I think you're pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So you're the average or pretty or what your standard in your country? You have heard about that.
I don't know. I mean,
Tell me the truth. Yeah.
I don't think that people talk that much about it in Europe.
Really?
It's not as important as here.
But
I would say average. I don't know. Yeah.
okay. I feel I think you're pretty, and but I know I've been Western before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I admire your opinion.
I think for Korean standards, probably not. I'm too.
No, to Koreans you are pretty.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think I'm too. Like Koreans want to be very small and cute.
No.
No?
And then, no.
I thought Koreans want to be small and cute and like.
But it's not. This is I can ask you because I'm Korean. This kind of asking question is very common in Korea. But the Western they don't ask you. You think you are pretty. That's
Yeah,
kind of-
that you don't ask that.
Yeah.
It's
But
but you know it's normal. in
It's
Korea.
Korean in normal.
Yeah.
You look fat. It's like normal in Korea.
Yeah.
You look like pig. It's normal in Korea. You know.
Like a pig.
That's very common. We do say.
But like a pig, that's mean.
Okay, it's good. It's normal, no?
Okay.
Asking age, asking your weight is normal in here.
Asking weight.
Weight.
Oh.
Yeah,
Koreans
it's like
really-
cultural difference. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not rude. Let you know. It's,
That I do know that you're like about being pretty. I did know that people.
In Korea, we said that you look old, but it's a kind of you fucking look old.
It would be
it's
really.
normal.
It
It's
would be really
between
mean.
friends.
Yeah.
It's friends. But the Westerners they don't ask age,
If
weight.
if you say you look old, it's like an insult.
Yeah,
It's really
but
mean.
it's common to friends in Korea. Like
Okay.
you look like yeah, or whatever. And it's like I speak English right now, but I feel comfortable talking in English.
Yeah, I think your English is okay.
And then the voice is better than my Korean.
Your English voice.
I mean, when I speak English, like it's kind of naturally pronounced, but I do not pronounce correct in Korean. It's like my nose is kind of bigger than normal Koreans,
Okay.
so it's like difficult for
Oh.
enunciations.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. But I feel the way.
Okay.
But English is not exactly correct. thick, but Korean is exactly correct pronunciation.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
difference. I feel more smooth. Korean. Yeah, no English.
Maybe you have to move to an English-speaking country.
Yeah, I have to go there.
I don't know. Which one do you want to go to? Australia, England.
No, Australia, England is water. It's like
Yeah, the
there.
accent is different.
But American English is more smooth, like
Yeah,
water or something like that.
So you have to go back to California and live there.
I wish I could. Yeah. So after the trip, so what's your plan for to go back to the Switzerland?
Like what I want to do
I mean,
in life.
this
or-
plan when you go back to Switzerland after this trip, go back to Switzerland. What's the plan for the?
For my life. Or for...
What after? We have to do something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I come back and then I want to go to... I will do a master's degree that's tri-national. It is in Switzerland, it is in Germany, and it is in France. It's 1 degree, 2 years, but it will be in the 3 countries. So
So you can get a job anywhere else, you know.
yeah, that's nice because I will have 3 diplomas.
That's genius. That's
Hopefully.
talent.
Hopefully I get rich.
I only speak English and Korean, but it's not easy to speak English as a Korean, you know.
Yeah,
It's
the,
a
the,
lot
the
low.
language is really different.
Different. But I have a second language English speaker as a. There are 2 or 3 languages that the people who speak 2 or languages, they're smarter than 1 language. You have to thinking about many part of the brain. And when I speak English, in my brain the Koreans, I
You
translate in English,
Yeah.
and then you say her and I English and translate in Korean. It's like it have to be very
Active,
fast.
yeah, you have to think.
That's not like So
I've heard that like the order of words in English is completely different.
from Korean.
Yeah.
So that makes you smarter than to speak bilingual. You are 3 languages. So
Yeah, but they're all Europeans. I think they're more
it's
similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's my brother. He learned Japanese because he lived there for some time.
Okay, it's little Japanese like
I'm not. No, I can't do anything.
私は韓国人です something like that. I'm Korean. 私は韓国人です
I can't say anything. I don't know.
私は大学生です University student. That's like
You could restore it.
yeah.
My brother, he's a student in
Your big
Japan.
brother, young brother.
Younger brother.
That's
But
good.
He likes Japan a lot, so he went there a few times and he stayed for several months. He learned the language.
I think it's very good thing to Westerners live another country in East countries. You can totally mixed culture. You can learn it from many different things.
Yeah,
It's totally different.
Very different. You're more strict. I feel like it's more strict. There are more rules. In Europe, they say do whatever you want.
That's
You're-
strict.
Yeah, and here they're like you have to do that. You have to.
It's like kind of Confucian things like China Confucian Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like that we should follow the elders,
Exactly.
fathers,
A lot of respect for
the
elders.
authorities or government. So you have to follow. So.
There
that-
isn't a lot of respect for
That's
elders.
more strict in Japan. Yeah,
Yeah, they're even with tattoos and everything. They're really strict.
they are very
Yeah.
strict, and they do hiraki.
They-
Hiraki.
Mm-hmm.
So when they order the master you to, then they that's cruelly suicide, most cruel suicide way. I don't know. hierarchy. Oh, that's in the movie, but they still in these days some people die as doing suicide. They do this in Japan.
Okay.
So they're yeah, they're on reasonable traditions. So,
And it's not like that in Europe. Elders, you don't have to have a lot of respect for elders. They're
I like that. I like that Western culture.
oh,
Some part of it.
yeah, nothing is perfect. There's certainly. What don't you like?
They don't respect elders. So what do you want me to ask to me? So as a foreigner, as old Koreans, whatever you want to know from Korea, just I'll let you know that I know as much as I know.
Do you feel like life is good in Korea? Do you think there's a lot of opportunities?
No,
No. But
but you have.
I have.
Yeah,
Why?
you got opportunity. You have talented and purity, and you can speak three languages. What countries they can have a chance to hire you?
But
You're different.
if I come to Korea, do
Yeah.
you think they would like me?
Of course,
Why?
you're pretty. You can speak three languages.
I have to learn Korean first, I think.
Yeah, that makes perfect. But we can do something like that. But in Korean, there are not many people married these days. No, the people are getting older. It's like
I've heard about it.
yeah, the young people don't marry and no kids. The old
Why?
it costs a lot.
It's too expensive to have children.
The TV and movie drama makes girls' brain crush. The TV makes them, when you get married, you have a car, you have a house, you have a. But they don't have
It's not
the guys, the young men don't have a house. The house is damn expensive, like million something like that, $1 million, not $1 million in the house,
Yeah.
the apartment. And then the girls, you don't have a house.
But
How can you think you can get married? Just something like that,
Rent?
right? They don't like to be land. They want a man who have a house.
Okay.
That's most the trouble.
So you think the problem is that women have too high standards? Or
Yeah.
Too high.
That's from the movies, TVs. They're all the Princess Diaries, something like that. They're all the rich people. They live in a restaurants, have a luxury cars and mansions, something like that. They are grown up. When they grow up, they watching the kind of trash TVs. They don't feel the reality. They think they are a kind of princess. Like, I can be, even if I don't have, I can be married with rich people. That's the main problem.
Okay.
That's my opinions, not the truth.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. But yeah,
So their standards are too high. And
yeah, standard too
they-
high. So these days the Koreans married with Vietnamese and Cambodians.
The men. And what do the women do? You say the
Man.
Yeah, the man.
Get a
marries-
bride from Vietnam and Cambodia.
And the woman, they stay alone or?
Young lady in Vietnam. They marry.
Yeah. But the Korean women, what do they do? Who do they marry? Nobody?
They just getting old, waiting for the prince, riding a white horse.
Good luck.
Like there are many old ladies like 40 or 30, late 40, 50, women in Korea.
But they're single.
Yeah. So, yeah, the standard is different. So, what else do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
So, what do you want to go to places to?
I've told you.
I mean, I know your plan, but what places to go there, and the reason? Why do you want to go to Gyeongju?
Oh, well, because I love history and I want to look at the different exhibitions there are and to know what has happened. I think it's interesting and well, for example, Busan. I think everyone says it's really pretty. Everyone says they love it a lot. And for a Swiss person, seeing all the skyscrapers, it's really different because I think we have one skyscraper in Switzerland. So
It's like tall building, you know?
there's one in Zurich, and that's it. People don't build like that.
We
so.
don't have much more than you guys, but
You
not
have-
much.
You have a lot more. I feel like
How long that can be a skyscraper? Like 60s or 70s?
stories, of course.
70 stories?
I mean, I don't know what's the definition, but I feel like a lot of your buildings are skyscrapers for me. Also, just your residential buildings. You have a lot of like high-rise residential buildings.
Because they're gonna sell. When you make it 20s, it's less money. But 30, 40, you can make more money
can make more
at the
money.
same space.
Uh-huh.
So there's not a special reason, just that money.
But
you know?
still, they don't do it in Switzerland. I don't know.
They don't need to. They are beautiful sceneries, you know. They are all beautiful.
Yeah,
the
but there is a
lakes.
problem. There's a problem that there aren't enough apartments in
I
Switzerland.
visited Switzerland. I saw the angels there. They are all look like angels. The dolls.
Really?
They're blondes. Their skin, their blonde hairs in the
On the arms?
They
Okay.
are like, so it's like, looks like gold come out of the skins. We have black hairs.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have a hair. In it.
But I'm not blonde. Sorry, I'm not an angel. I'm brown.
You're half angel.
At least half an inch.
Yeah. It's like
You have to go to Scandinavia, like Norway, Finland. They're really blonde. They're much blonder than Swiss people.
really.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but Switzerland is enough. No more like
No more Europe. for you.
Scandinavian. I haven't heard of Scandinavian. I just heard of from the maps.
Yeah,
Scandinavians. I don't know what it looks like in the map. Just, I mean the looks like dog, Scandinavian dog.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it once in the map.
You should go. It's pretty. If you want to go back to Europe, you
Yeah,
should go.
before I die, I go there.
Good. You can even go if you're courageous. Did you hear of Svalbard? It's an island close to the North Pole. I was there this spring. It's really cold, but it's really pretty.
You travel a lot. Courage woman.
I visited a friend.
It's like that. This is not. I haven't seen Korean woman alone travel abroad. But I mean, there is some people, but I haven't seen like travel by yourself like you.
It's rare.
Yeah, layer there,
Uh-huh.
and better layer in Korea.
I think in Europe it's more and more people are doing it. I think a few years ago it was more rare than today. People, if you go to Europe today, people will tell you, yeah, just do it. If nobody got time and money right now, just do it alone. Next time someone will have money and time, so next time you will go with friends.
It's like cultural difference, you know. Cultural difference. In traditional, we don't. Even me, I don't travel alone.
You're here alone.
It's business trip. I have to
Yeah,
take a
but
picture
still.
with myself.
Still,
Because
you did it, so.
this is the first time by myself in a sea. Just the sea coming to me still.
I think it's pretty. I like it.
Yeah. I like it there. I've never been interviewed like this. You know, on the sea, the beautiful gold.
Yeah, I feel it's totally fine to be alone in South Korea. It isn't scary, I think. Well, a bit because you meet people that don't speak a lot of Korean, but just smile. I'm just there
it's
smiling.
like, no. I travel kind of a lot in many countries: Philippines, America, New Zealand, Europe, something like that. Mostly, I can communicate. Their English is spoken. The only places English it doesn't work:
Indonesia.
Russia, China.
Chinese don't speak? Oh.
Well, when I visit the local, they don't speak English. So it's like I feel like I'm deaf. They don't understand what I'm saying. But mostly like Westerns, Philippines, I can speak. They speaking English. And I think the places English your language it doesn't communicate it that makes
It's a bit scary, yeah,
yeah.
because you don't know what to say.
Yeah, what's to say? When I was in Russia, I lost in the street. When you foreigners, when you go to Russia at the time, you have to register.
Oh, I've never been to Russia.
And then, because they're communist, some people come to the Russia, Moscow or something like that. You have to register,
Okay.
and then you can see things.
Huh?
But I lost. I called.
And they didn't understand.
I don't know what to say.
I think before the internet, it was
It's-
hard.
So the toilet, the Russian is toilet. When I go to the before I go to Russia, I have to study some Russian. And then how much is it? Skoika. And I just,
You remember?
yeah, it's 20 years ago,
Oh,
only
not
22.
bad.
But that's useless things. I ask them how much, like Russian, skoika, something like that, and then they say something I don't understand. They say, then I go to the money. How much is it? And then they say, I don't understand. It's the money.
Yeah, I think before internet it was hard, but now
Yeah, we
it's
do
not
have
it's
some.
not that bad.
We do. Right now, when anime or I can translate it. Something.
Yeah, you can translate, and I mean, yeah, it's just I just ask Google how to get somewhere, and it's not that bad. Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, I'm worried about how to making subtitles of these things to Korean subtitles.
Can you do it automatically, or do you have to do it yourself?
No, I don't have to do it. There are the Google or
Yeah, they
the
will
program
do it
have a,
automatically.
automatically many typos there.
Are they good, or are they?
I think 78% correct, or
Huh.
that's enough.
You will correct the things that aren't correct, like the mistakes. You will correct them, or you just leave them in.
I'm correct then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what city you born and raised in Switzerland?
It's a small town called Rapperswil on the Lake of Zurich.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I've started in Zurich. I mean, I think that's the most.
Zurich, you mean Zurich. Zurich. We said that.
You said Zurich.
Zurich.
Zurich is like in dialect.
What is it? We can know that Zurich is we in the book Zurich. Written Zurich. That's but yeah, we do many different.
In German, it's Zurich.
Zurich, we said.
Yeah. No, so in Zurich. I studied
Like
there.
Curie, Madame Curie, you know?
Yeah, but that's French, kind of. Madame Curie.
Yeah, the who developed the
She was a
nuclear
scientist.
something.
Yeah. She was a scientist.
Yeah.
She got a Nobel Prize. No, but yeah, I've lived in
And
Zurich.
then you know that I studied a lot. I know Madame Curie.
You like sciences?
No,
No?
we have a book
Huh?
about Madame Curie.
Oh.
She developed some nuclear stuff.
Yeah,
Radium.
radiochemistry.
Yeah.
That was she did. She discovered radioactivity
Yeah,
with
wow.
her husband.
I read about the book in elementary school.
Oh, that's a long time ago. I mean,
Yeah.
I know because I studied chemistry.
But I didn't know still what radium is.
Yeah, it's difficult to describe. Chemistry is really abstract. If you try to, even if I try to describe to my,
I tell you that I'm weird that there are 100,000 Korean here and I don't speak them, but I talk to you. That's weird, right?
I
and
think you just saw me and I'm different, so,
Yeah,
so you were
weird
curious.
and like and then I think it's three of yours like
Yeah, but we
company.
we were in the group.
They just sit and no talk, look different.
I didn't know the two others.
Oh yeah, I think they're kind of
No.
Yeah.
I think they were here together, the other two Koreans, but I didn't know them. So yeah, no, I was just here to look at the view, listen to some music, wait until the.
So when you go to the land, where do you want to go?
Gwangju.
Huh? Wanju?
Gwangju. Yeah. No, isn't it the old Silla capital?
Gyeongju.
Gyeongju. It's so similar.
There's a Ju means like Jeonju, Wanju, Gyeongju, many
Gwangju.
city, Gwangju. They
Yeah.
are real.
It's similar.
The thing is Ju means country or city. So mostly they finish with Ju.
Okay.
Ju means like
City.
kind of state,
Okay.
or city.
Ah, I
Yeah,
understand.
I'll let you know that.
And do means island? Because it's Ulengdo. Does it mean island or?
Ul릉도 means Do is island. Jeju-do is island. But I live in Jeollabuk-do.
So it's the region.
Do is province. Yeah, so Do, when in the island, they finish Do. But in the land, we have many Do.
It's
But
the
the
provinces.
different meaning.
Okay, I see.
경상북도, 전라북도, 전라남도, we have 8 Do.
Hey,
That's not island. That's province. But all island Do is from Chinese. Different sounds, same, different meaning.
okay.
Looks like I know much about Korea.
I mean, it's your country. I hope so. You
Yeah.
learned it in school.
Yeah, it's my country.
Yeah. I don't even manage to say the.
And then I take you to the stations. I have a car in the.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can take me to the bus station.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
And then on the show, the Gyeongju is, and then you're gonna stay in a hostel.
Yes, I've already booked
And
it.
then let me see the map. If I am on the way, I can take you. Maybe possible that I take you to the Gyeongju.
Oh wow, that would be a.
Let me see the Korean map. No internet.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's no Wi-Fi on the boat. I thought there
They
would
said
have.
that is expensive in the
Oh.
mobile Wi-Fi.
Okay.
When in the city, when you're in the land, there is a fixed internet.
Yeah, it's less expensive.
An internet, but it's a moving mobile Wi-Fi.
I thought.
Expensive than other. So do you want to drink some coffee? And then I can buy one and you can share. We have
Coffee?
half. I buy one and then half.
Ah, yeah, we can do that. Maybe
And
also eat something. Are you hungry?
Refill the coffee. Too much talking is like thirsty.
Yeah, it dries out the mouth.
And or water. The map is not many turning around. I can give you a ride.
That would be really nice. Thank you, Long.
Oh, it's okay. That's my pleasure. That
It's a
you're the first person that I speak this much. You know, these days I don't speak too much with the people. I don't.
I made you curious because I'm on this ship alone.
I think it's weird. How can we a Swiss people in a ship to the Ul릉do?
I think it's really nice that you came up to talk. It's you're already on the Ul릉do. There was
He's a chef in this ship. He invited me to this place.
okay, I see.
But he have to go to. 예, 대표님. 커피숍이요. 예. 8층. 예. 일 끝났어요? 예, 알겠어요. 예. He's wondering what I'm doing.
He will come up, or what is he doing?
Making
Food.
food for the employees.
Oh, he's in.
So he's the chef of the employees, and there's a buffet chef different
I understand. Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
customers, to the employees. The employees, not that good enough.
Yeah, but it's always like that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I worked as a ski instructor in Switzerland, and food was bad. Food was really bad.
And then, what if you're gonna do when you landed on the harbor? How can you go to the Gyeongju? You go
I
to the
thought
taxi
taxi to
to
the
the
bus
terminal.
station. Yeah, bus
terminal to
station.
there.
Yeah, that was the plan. I was hoping it would work. It's
Don't worry about it. I'll take you to the Gyeongju. I
It's
haven't.
really nice.
I've been there for 40 years ago.
4 years.
40.
Oh, 40. Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, I've been there for when I was in elementary school, students.
In which school?
Elementary.
Oh, oh, that's a long time ago.
40 years ago. So,
Your
I don't-
family is from the region? Or why did you visit school there?
we do go to the elementary school group. The school decide to go all the people to the see the old kingdom of Shilla.
It was an excursion.
Kind of a school trip, something
yeah,
like
a
that.
school trip, yeah.
School
That's nice. I think to organize from a school, that's nice. It's interesting.
because of you can make the minds the old memories to come your old food.
Yeah, I hope it will be interesting. I got to know an Austrian girl. She visited university in Prague, and she told me to go visit the old capital of the Silicon Valley because she thought it's very interesting.
Yeah, we do have many historical stuff there. Old tombs, kings.
Yeah, the hill.
Great,
grave.
you know. Yeah.
I think they're really famous for Korea. There are museums in Europe talking about the hill graves because they're typical for Korea.
Yeah, we do have a stone pagoda, you know, pagoda. Yeah, we do have famous at that previous Shilla and Baekje times. But after that, we do turn into wood. Turn stone to wood.
Oh, yeah.
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 When I was visiting Long, I was shocked. There still remains 2,000 towers with stones still remain, but our things would not last for several decades.
Yeah, they really construction they did earlier was impressive. It's the same with here. Old buildings, they're still standing. It's as if nothing ever happened, and today.
Actually, what happened today, they are here invited by the people. Person, the singer, invited me to take a video, and then the authorities asked me to take a picture of that. But somebody don't take a videos public area.
Okay. Why? Because of other people, or
Yeah, other people's their faces and something like that. If you don't take a public area, there's nothing to take.
yeah, the whole ship is public.
Yeah, all thing, everywhere is public now. How can? And then why should I be here? I kind of
Regretted, or
anger.
But what did you film in the end? Did you
I'm
find?
filming you.
I'm here to save the day.
Beautiful gold from Switzerland. I do take some videos last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when everyone is in bed. Yeah, I see.
It's kind of a rude thing to me, that, you know. I've been travel all 10 hours to be here.
Yeah. You did come by car to.
Why? And then, you know, the Korea is small country. Yeah, bigger than Switzerland.
2.5 times bigger than Switzerland.
But it's only 3-4 hours from the end and start, you know. I do all the way to across the country. 4 hours. And then
So you were disappointed. So you were disappointed about the fact that you came that far.
for take a video.
Yeah.
They asked me to.
Yeah.
And then yesterday they said that like
No
that.
public area.
No, today. Last night I took a video and something like that. And then I went to take it. And then they said no public area, no customer. You. The
I
customer.
agreed. I confirmed that I wasn't forced.
Yeah, like so do you use some AI? ChatGPT?
Yeah, I do use it, but my brother thinks that DeepSeek is better. He thinks,
No way.
He thinks it works better.
DeepSeek is free.
Yeah, it's free, and he thinks it's.
Better than
He used this to write like essays for university, and he says, for example, if you tell him it needs to have 5,000 words, it does it better. ChatGPT will just do random. And deep sea will be like 5,010 words, or it's closer to what you ask for them.
Deep sea.
I haven't used it,
I don't like Chinese.
so that's why you don't want to use it.
No, I don't like China, not Chinese.
Yeah, it's always like that.
They kind of make misunderstandings.
Yeah. But I think it's always like that. It's not the people, it's the country.
Yeah, it's a problem with the
Politics.
country.
Yeah.
I like Americans, like I don't like US.
I don't know.
But I like Switzerland. Swiss,
Why?
beautiful scenery, beautiful
Yeah,
scenes.
but do you know something about life in Switzerland?
No, I just visited
Yeah,
once.
because I think Switzerland. Everyone thinks, oh, life in Switzerland it's paradise, but it's not. Like every country, it has
Paradise live in angels. Angels live paradise. Like, no?
But like every country, it has its problems. It's expensive, and people work a lot, and it's not. Or for example, also in Switzerland, you have a big problem to buy a house. Like nobody can afford. Everyone has to rent. So if only, as you said in Korea, they want to have.
Job.
No, they want to have a husband with house. Like nobody would ever marry in Switzerland because it's only the super rich that can nowadays can buy houses. Earlier it was different, but today,
Super rich can buy a house.
yeah, no more people can buy a house. It's not.
So they use. I was in the States, as California. We do the land, like 3,000 something like a month, 2 rooms, $3,000
To rent a house or to
rent 1 month. You have to pay
Yeah.
some every month.
Yeah.
The same as Switzerland.
Most people do that. Yes.
Most Americans do that. They don't have a.
They don't
If
buy.
you have a house in LA,
You're
you're
rich.
damn rich. You know?
Yeah. It's the same in Switzerland. Most people rent. And even renting gets really difficult. In Zurich, it gets difficult for normal people to have or to rent because they will ask so much money that people can't afford it. So they have to move out of the city. They have to move like an hour away and take the train every day to go to work because it's too expensive to rent in the city.
So I think I feel the same like you. I'm a Korean. I live in here. I do work with this. What will happen? What do you think that what will happen when I work with these things with white glasses, white hair,
When you're
walk on the street,
when they see you with the camera or
and then they watch me.
they're like, what
Yeah,
is he doing? He's weird.
Yeah, weird. And then I distinguish like white hairs and white glasses. The one with
You
white
look
glasses.
different.
Yeah, I look different. I mean that I'm different. The people watching me, I was used to that. But you could travel a lot. You travel alone here. You look the same way. Like you feel that way. Right?
I know that I'm different. I realize that.
They're watching you. They're showing your, especially in Ul릉도. I guess you're the first foreigners that visiting Ul릉do.
No.
I guess.
I've
Only I know.
I have seen on the webpage of my hotel there were like 3 or 4 other Europeans that stayed there before. So they're not a lot, but there are a few doing it.
When I was in the States, I like that things that nobody's watching me.
There are a lot of immigrants, so
They are all different looking people. But I think with this, everybody watching me.
yeah, because not a lot of people walk around with a camera.
They're worried about somebody report them as something like police or something.
No, it's just the camera. People get curious because of the camera.
Yeah, I made the pipe, like PVC
Yeah.
pipe that I made with simultaneously
Photo
use
and video.
video and
Yeah.
that. I see the maps. Still doesn't work.
Why does Google Maps not work successfully?
It works in the lab.
Yeah, but if you want to do a route, it's better with Navigator or Kakao. It doesn't do well with. Why don't you?
The server has in the state. The server.
It's intentional.
The company is in the state. Neighbor and KakaoTalk is in Korea.
Yeah, but in Europe it's the same. But everyone uses Google Maps, and nobody has no. Here, it's the first country I've ever heard of that people have their own.
Then I tell you the truth. We do internet in the United States or Korea. So how can we do the connected?
The internet
Or I mean the satellite? Satellite does not exist. We do the cables
under the sea. Yeah.
It's like more than 10 years ago. Without cables, we don't use navigation. 90% of the old sea cables. The satellite is kind of illusion. And then I didn't believe the Americans, 1969, they landed in the moon. That's bullshit.
I know that there are opinions about it. I don't. It was before I was born,
Yeah,
so I don't care.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I know that like people of your age, they're discussing. You say, oh, it's
No,
definitely true.
still
Others say-
50% of people doesn't believe it.
I've heard about it.
When you go to the place in 60 years ago, and then nowadays, everyone go there.
But why don't you believe it?
And after that, they don't go to the moon.
So because they only went once, you say it's not true.
Yeah? If the United States can go to the moon, Russia can go to the moon, and China can go to the moon, even Korea can go to the moon. I don't because why I don't believe it? I was in the States, in the LA. LA is big city, almost bigger than New York. It's like second capital. New York is not as capital, but biggest city is biggest city is New York and LA. LA, Hollywood, Universal Studio, Disneyland. Yeah. When I was in the home, 10 calls, people call me, 5 calls doesn't work. 5 calls I can receive
Okay.
in the States. And then between the states, there's no internet. Between the states, there were, like, what do you call that? There's a black out area. Because the state and state, there are many barriers, long, no antennas. So when you go there, no internet, no phone call.
Really?
Between states.
But they're large areas, or it's like
Large areas are like 50 kilometers or 10 kilometers,
wow.
nobody lives there. And then there's no connections, no phone call, no internet. They downloaded the maps, they use it. It's like 2018. 2018,
not long ago.
we don't connecting even in the States. But when you see, look up the YouTube, 1960s, Nixon, President of the United States, make a phone call to the moon.
So you say it's not possible because
Still,
They don't
not in make a phone call. There are many
Yeah, yeah.
ways to know it.
no phone call in the country, so
in the country.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
make a phone call. What number did they make?
you have to be the president to know. Which is not important enough.
Yeah, and then it's like 4 hours. It's 3 hours left to the land. So it's a pleasure to talk to you. And then I'm going to put on this YouTube. I can show you. I'll take you to Gyeongju, the
That's very nice.
old ancient Korean kingdom
To learn
city.
about the Korean culture, because I mean I think it's kind of special that Korea is part of China, because China's that big, they've got a lot of place. Why doesn't they also take the Korean peninsula? How did Korea manage to
We resist.
yeah, so I think it's a strong
And then we
strong
leave this,
culture.
but there is the China doesn't have no reason to invade and to take absorb to their land, because it's far away. They still have a good space
but
space
but they invaded like other countries or
to get
regions.
something, not like colonial or absorb.
Yeah, but I don't know. They invaded Tibet or other regions, so why not Korea?
They have many resources. Tibet have their many big
and South
resources.
Korea doesn't have.
Yeah.
Or
And then there are strong people don't get ruled by
yeah,
immigrants.
yeah. But I think
They're
the
fine.
fact that Korea is its own country shows that they were
Because
strong.
we have many, like Switzerland, many mountains.
It's difficult to invade.
Yeah, it's not like Ukraine. Ukraine is all the plenty. What do you call that?
Plains. I think.
Yeah, all like no mountain. Just
Yeah.
then you can go to tank. But Korea has many mountains too, and then there are walls,
Do you do a lot of winter sports
and then
in Korea?
and cold still.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's much colder than Europe.
Yeah, much colder than.
I'm jealous. I want to have cold and cold.
No. So
You have better snow, so
spring, summer, fall, they are district different. I have a cold. Very.
yeah. But I would like to have cold winters as you
I
have.
wish you could.
It's true. It doesn't get, especially now with climate change. Winter in Europe, there isn't anymore a lot of snow, and I like snow, so I'm sad about it.
When you go to the Norway, there are many snow.
Yeah, but Norway is. I want to have.
Swiss doesn't falling snow.
Not as before. I mean, there still is, but there's less. And I'm a passionate skier, so I'm sad about the fact that there's less snow. It doesn't snow a lot, and there isn't like thick layers of snow anymore. Just a little bit.
What do you do? Selfie. Yeah. Black and white, no?
Because of your protection.
나도 레오나 때만 먹어봤지. 그래서 이제.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you, and this is a pleasure to talk to you for a long time,
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
For me to
Love
talk
Korea.
with a Korean, it's interesting because I'm in the country, so nice to get to know.
So, do you talk this much with Koreans before?
Maybe one. In the host of the hostel of Paseo, he was communicative, but
Not from the places.
There was one I met on Orlando. She's tour guide normally in Seoul, so she taught me. She's very friendly as well. I'm surprised. Every Korean that speaks good English,
Yeah,
they
everyone.
will come and they will talk.
Yeah, there are
So-
many Koreans can speak English.
Yeah, and they're really open, and I liked it a lot. They will come and, as you did, you came, you saw me, you were curious, and you talked. I think it's really cool because that you're open like that. It's really nice.
Actually, I don't speak Korean.
Yeah, but you were curious about me. I think that's why
I think it's weird.
you said it already.
Yeah. This is joy. Okay. Yeah. See you next time.